Hey guys, it's your host, the Vedic Knights, and like I always say, believe nothing and learn everything. And today, I want to talk to you guys about Sentinel Island and its mysteries. Guys, do you know what Sentinel Island is? For those who don't, let me tell you that Sentinel Island is part of a bigger chain of islands known as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And this area is owned by the Indian government as territories, not a state. So now, real quick, I want to tell you guys about why I chose to do this video topic today, and that is because Sentinel Island is a huge mystery because no one has really ever colonized it or explored it. Okay? At most, people have only made contact with the tribal people over there. Now, this is trending in the news right now because there is a missionary, an American missionary, okay, and this individual wanted to preach about Christianity. Again, there's nothing wrong about preaching your religion, but he was also a thrill seeker and he chose the wrong place to go. He knew what he was getting himself into. Okay, so this individual went to Sentinel Island and he got himself killed. Now, guys, I want to tell you who are the Sentinelese people. These are tribal people have said to have traveled from Africa anywhere from 30 to 65,000 years ago. Now, mind you, I don't know where the hell they come up with these dates since nobody really knows the culture or history of these people, but let's go with it for now. So this guy, he steps a foot on this island that is actually illegal by the Indian government to go to. It is illegal to get into 3 miles of this island. Okay, they want to leave these people alone. It is estimated that there's 40 to 400 of these tribal men living on this island. Now you see, everybody's outraged. This individual was killed by these tribal people. Okay, now the problem is this: a life is a life. Okay, this person, he went on this island, he wanted to preach them about Jesus, and the tribal people were like, okay, let us send you to Jesus. Okay, so jokes aside, what I'm trying to say is this guy knew what he was getting into. It was illegal for him to go there. He landed on the beach. The tribal men were good enough to not kill him the first time. He came again. Okay, this is in his journal he wrote down. They took him because he kept coming back. They let him go the first time. They let him off the hook, and then he came back. And this time they killed him. Now you see, guys, life is a life. But again, he is very dangerous to the island because these tribal people, these people that are living on this island, are very vulnerable. Okay, this one person with his diseases, his foreign diseases that he has an immunity to, these people don't have an immunity to any sicknesses. So this guy coming on this island could literally wipe out all these people. Now let's suppose there are 40 to 400 of these guys and girls. He wipes out the entire island. Okay, it is very dangerous for those people. Now, and in essence, they were protecting themselves. They don't want people coming on their island. We know this. This is why it's illegal to go there. Now what's happening? The last time I read another paper on this, they're trying to find the killers. Oh my goodness, how will you find the killers without being met with arrows? So the policemen had a standoff with the tribal people. I say this guy, let him go. Why do we need to go kill more of these people? These tribal people are going to get killed. Why do we need to have policemen get killed? This guy came on his own risk. He broke the law. I mean, at best, even if he survived, he would be going to jail right now. So just let it be, guys. Leave these people alone. Okay, it's just a little island. Unless there is a mystery, real mystery behind this island. I mean, the whole world's been colonized. Heck, they're trying to get North Korea to join the New World Order. what does this island hide? Now, again, leave these people alone, but let's speculate. Sentinel Island. Okay? For all you know, there's something being hidden over there. Resources? A UFO, perhaps? An alien base? I'm just kidding with you guys. Seriously, there could be a mystery. There could be something hidden there. I mean, the island is as big as Manhattan, you know? So it's a big island. It's a nice island. A nice place to stay, right? They don't want sugar, and they don't want AIDS. They don't want money. They don't want all that crap coming onto their island and then, you know, spreading disease. I just say leave them alone. Let them be. And I don't know what the Indian government is hiding, because I'm sure curiosity of humans is there. And I'm sure they have sent drones and all sorts of other vehicles to see what's on that island. And maybe there really is nothing there. Or maybe they're hiding something there. Who knows what's there? But again, stay away. Just leave them alone, man. And also, I ask real quick, guys, before I carry on with my rant a little bit more, is that please do hit that subscribe button. Like, share, comment. Do like this video, because that'll show me that you're in support and in favor of people staying away from this island and leaving the Sentinelese people. Tongue twister. And not really, but I always mess it up saying it. Just leave these people alone, guys. And if you're in favor, let me know in the comment section below what you guys feel. I do appreciate your feedback. And do support the channel, guys, just by subscribing. That's all I need from you guys, is watching my videos and subscribing. That's all that I really care about. This is my first true Indian mystery video. I'm going to be doing a lot of other mystery videos. This is my first India-based mystery video, Sentinel Island. And yes, it's in the news report, so it was the perfect time to pick up on it. So now I want to continue a little bit more with the mystery of this island. Now, some say, right, these people arrived from Africa 65 to 30,000 years ago, but the first contact, I believe, according to my research, was Marco Polo. He was the first person to have contacted these people and said these were the most tribal people he had ever met on his journey. Okay, so that's very interesting. And also, we don't really know if these people have come from Africa. They do look in appearance like the people from Africa. These people are about 4 feet tall, and that's usually what happens on little islands. People lose their height, they lose their mass, because if you're bigger, then you need more food. When you're smaller, you require less energy, less food, so you can survive in your environment. That's adaptation, not evolution, mind you. It is adaptation. So another thing is, what if a long time ago there was, like this flood that I see that there's a lot of evidence for, and that is said to happen 6,000 years ago. So let's suppose 6,000 years ago there was a flood, okay, and these people happened to come here not 60,000 years ago, but maybe less than 6,000 years ago. I'm just adding that in there also. And I have a few more thoughts. Is that the ancient southern Indian legends speak of a continent that I might do in the future, get more into it, known as Kumari Kundum. Okay, and this continent connected Madagascar and Australia, and it connected India together. So this continent does not fit in the mainstream continental drift theory, so it's out of the question. But they constantly rewrite history, they rewrite science, and that's because we don't have a time machine to really confirm what is real. So the legends say that there was an ancient continent. So who's to say that everybody might have lived on this huge continent, actually, not a little continent, this huge continent that once existed in the middle of the Indian Ocean? Who's to say that the flood waters of Noah's time didn't submerge not just the lost city of Atlantis, Lemuria? This is what it's known as, Lemuria. And maybe there were other continents. Guys, it's so much fun talking to you guys, but this is going to be for a future topic, but you don't know who were the inhabitants and how the people got here. For all you know, the Sentinelese people were, slaves of some ancient African people that were sailing, and they kind of like Australia ended up in those islands, and they didn't know how to build boats and just became from the tribe they came from. I have seen that the Jarawa people, that are another tribe on the Jarawa people, are on also part of the Andaman Islands. And one person was telling me in the comments section that they have a tribe known as Jarawa in Nigeria. So who's to say that these men 1,000 years ago did not, they were just found an island because, maybe they escaped from slavery, or maybe they escaped. Okay, maybe they were prisoners left on that island. So there's many theories on how they got to that island, but it had to have been at least 1,000 to 2,000 years ago. But here's the truth, guys. Africa, used to be a very advanced place in the time of Egypt. And evidence shows that they used to sail to India. Okay, I'm going way off now into this topic. And if you're still with me so far, then you're getting a lot of information. And this is factual information. A long time ago, people from all sorts of African countries, all forms of African countries, Ethiopia, a very ancient place, Djibouti, the Horn of Africa. They said that the Horn of Africa and Yemen used to be connected at one time. That sea didn't exist. It was all Arabia and everything was connected. It was less water. So anyway, people used to sail to Yemen. That's why you have a lot of Yemen that look like they're of an African descent. Okay? And these men would have had slaves, and these slaves and prisoners would have been also of a tribal people. They used to go and capture tribal people, and they would have been sailing to India. They say that they even try to conquer parts of India. If you know, guys, there's a lot of similarities in Ethiopian and southern Indian cultures that I'm going to break down in a future video. They found ancient places in India that have giraffes and animals that they don't really have in India right now. So who's to say that these islands were kind of like in Australia for the African people? They just sent their prisoners there. They're like, hey, get them off Africa. Or maybe they had some slaves escape, and they're like, hey, let's just settle on this island. Don't let anybody on. They reserved their African roots. So that's just something to think about. But 60,000 years ago is some bullshit. They say, the early Africans were settling the world. Absolutely. I don't think it was 60,000 years ago, but they were doing it a lot recently, and they weren't primitive people as you've been told and lied to. A lot of African people settled parts of India and Indonesia and Australia, and some did it the other way around. The Aboriginal Australoids settled parts of India and Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea. Again, this video is getting too long now, so I'm just going to let you guys go. So it's been your host, the Vedic Knight, and like I always say, believe nothing and learn everything. Until next time, peace.